Hi everyone, this is Laurel with Guided by Love. I'm here for you every day, and I'm going to do a daily love message, and for um, this is for Tuesday, July 29th. So I'm going to use the Healing Spirits deck, and if you haven't seen the quick read, you can check that out. And this is kind of an extension to that, and this is the Keepers of the Light. I'm going to use that to find out who is with you and your person today. So let's get started. I already pre-shuffled the cards. So Holy Spirit, angels and guides, what is the message? What is the message for this love reading today? Ooh, we can snap right out. What are the messages for this love read today? Any other messages, Spirit? Any other? Oh, wow, we got a bunch of them flying out there. Okay. And then there's, oh, nope, that's it. There was one sticking out and it went down. So, okay, so the overall energy for you and your person is when it feels right, do it. And it's a 32, and this is a 5 for change. So when things change, when you have divine guidance, each of you, you're going to come back together and, into that reuniting. If you've already come back together, divine timing for that union, the commitment. So, yeah, so this is coming back together. And I love this because I'm seeing this is like one of you here, and this is the other here, and you're connecting. And you're being connected, you are connected spiritually, and then in the middle, if you were to draw that line, you'd have the infinity following the lines. So really beautiful, but you'll know there's a divine timing at play, and you'll know when it feels right. Your person will know when it feels right to take the next step or steps forward. Okay, so that's the overall message. And that could also be, the other thing I'm getting from that is it could also be on any steps that you have to take on your own individual journey. You'll know you are being guided. You and your person are being guided. So you're going to know when the next step is and what step you need to take. Because Spirit is guiding you guys as well. So we have, if the world around you seems turbulent, stop. So if you're feeling turbulence, it could be, you're feeling the collective energy. It could be that you're feeling your person's energy, or you've taken on some energy, but this is a 4. This is foundations, safety, security, safety, security, and stability. So if things are starting to feel turbulent, that's when you need to stop and pull your focus within and regroup. It's also a good time to cleanse your energy. Lots of cleansing happening right now. It's a good idea. It's also a good idea to ground yourself, to keep yourself grounded. There's some really intense crown chakra activations coming in at this time, so it's very, very good to keep yourself grounded. So that's for you and your person. And remember, what you do affects your person. Like in that infinity loop, the energy that you put out travels over to their side, and they follow suit. They feel it, and their energy changes as well. They step into that energy. And then we have trust in the wise spirits, and your prayers will be answered. And this is a 33. This is Master Jesus being with you. So really powerful. And I also see Archangel Michael's energy in here. I see the crown chakra energy in here. If you can see that purple on the outside. So this is, they're wanting you to trust And to me, trust is equated with surrender. Um, it's trusting, knowing that you're going to be reunited with your twin, knowing that behind the scenes you're working together. This is, you know, trusting, and so it's surrendering all your worries, all your concerns about the connection to the divine, to the Holy Spirit, to the flow of love that heals, and sending out love to, your person. So it's, to me, it's twofold. It's that trust and it's the surrender. Then we have one spirit guide, one way, 21. And, this is, again, this is about what I'm feeling that this means is that, on you and your person each have a spirit guide, right? You are guided by the angels. There's, individual guides that come in at certain times along your journey. And, this is, one guide, one way, 21, a 3. So birth, death, rebirth. This is knowing that they are being guided on their path by spirit, just as you have been guided on your path. So surrendering any worries. And, this is that, what they keep telling me is this is that energy of, them doing it their way, not doing there may be a way that you think it should be, their cycle should be closed up, but spirit is leading them, guiding them, and it's going to be a good way for them. It's, they're going to see what they need to see in order to close any cycles. And, there's the stairs going up to the light. I don't know. I mean, looking at it, you probably don't see it, but intuitively, I'm seeing stairs right there, going up to the light, and they're being guided. You're shining your light, which is guiding them out of the darkness, but they have guides, they have spirit, they have angels just like you that are helping them, to do their path, their way. And then we have, this is the perfect time. And, it's a 43-7. So this is the perfect time. And look at all the energy coming out of the hands. And I feel like this is, this is time, and there's 2 lights. Like, I feel like this is the perfect time for, you both to flourish, to become more independent on your own paths. You are in alignment. Look at that. If you draw a line, you're exactly across from each other. So there are things happening along the scenes, behind the scenes, that you may not know, but this is the perfect time to take steps forward. And, they're showing all the power that's coming in for each of you. Look at that through the hands, all that. It looks like lightning, or it looks like, it also looks like tree roots. This is that reddish orange energy, using that creative energy to create on your own path. And you're going to come together, and things are going to fit like puzzle pieces for you guys to come together. But you're both being guided, to do the things that you need to do to close out cycles, to walk forward into the light. And there's things happening behind the scenes, miraculous things, magical things, that you may not see right now. And it may be that when you get together with your person and you start talking, and they tell you some of the things that have happened, they're going to go, wow, that's why I needed to trust. So, yeah. And then we have carry the torch for others to see, wake up the world. Wow. And this is a 47, so it's mirrored number 11. So both of you, if you look, these look like candles to me. And, you're carrying a light. Each of you is carrying a light. And each of you, as you walk forward on your journey, you gain more and more light, and you are helping other people by awakening yourself. You're lighting the candle, you're lighting the lights, you're awakening other people. And that's a beautiful thing. Just on your own journeys, imagine when you come together or when you come in union, imagine the power in awakening other people. And I'm guessing that this is twin flames as well. So many of you may be working with, helping to, oh, there's heat lightning going on. Wow. Many of you may be, helping other twin flames awaken to their journey and, are helping them on their journey. And look at this beautiful orange energy again, that creative energy coming in. Oh, it's storming again. I had storms last night when I was recording, and I'm again tonight. Wow, lots of power coming in. And that reminds me of this. The lightning, or I see this as the roots, being completely rooted to the earth, but connecting, being totally connected to the heavens. And you and your person coming into that alignment. Wow. All right, so those are the messages. Let's find out who the keepers of the light is with you and your person. So for the viewer, who is the keeper of the light? That one wanted to come out for the viewer. And who are the keepers of the light with their person? Who are the keepers of the light with their person? And this one wanted to come out for your person. So at the bottom of the deck for both of you, we have Horus, Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. So this validates what I said, that there are things happening behind the scenes right now that we don't see, that are veiled. Magical miracle type things happening behind the scenes that we don't see, that is helping your connection along. Beautiful to have that validation. I love it when the angels, they work like that, Okay, so for your person, the first one that wanted to come out was Kuan Yin, care and compassion. They're being called to choose love in the situation, to do what's right for everyone involved, and, offer help. Offer a helping hand. So care and compassion. I also, the very first thing that came to me is that, and they also need to, or they're learning to treat themselves with care and compassion. Talking kindly to themselves, giving themselves care. If they're feeling tired, allowing themselves to take that time to rest. If they feel like they've, if they're feeling very much like they've messed up, they're being called to find compassion for themselves. So really beautiful card, beautiful energy. And then Elmora, awakening presence. Wow. So they have Elmora with them, awakening their presence, awakening them to a deeper spiritual knowing. And this says, the universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So, they're being guided, as we said, but this is also them, learning to go deeper, learning to stay in the present moment, learning to trust their guidance. It's them learning to follow their guidance, not the world's, even though it may not match up. So there's a lot of trusting in themselves, and it's a deepening of a spiritual connection within themselves. Let's see who's with you. That was with, I'm sorry, this was with the viewer. care and compassion, and Elmora. I'm sorry, I got that mixed up. Well, you're twins, so you can figure that this is for both of you, real actually. Ooh, I had a tickle in my throat. So there may be some truths that need to be said, something that needs to be let go of. But Kuan Yin is for the viewer, and Elmora is for the viewer, awakening presence. But like I said, there's a little bit of this for both of you, but primarily this is for you, viewer. And then if you need to rewind it and listen to it again, because I used your person, then go ahead and do that. So with your person is Joan of Arc, voice of truth. This is, standing strong, them focusing on their purpose, releasing any fear of speaking their, of any fear of speaking their truth. Their truth is that they are wanting to be with you. And so they have to release that fear of making it public, of making it known. They have to, they have to close out any cycles first too, before that can happen. So they're being guided to be the voice of truth, to stay strong, and to focus on their purpose right now. And it's going to make them much purer and much more independent. Joan of Arc, a warrior of love and light. And then we have Archangel Michael is trusting in heaven. This is, it's the root chakra. It's them knowing that they're safe and that they're protected, that the angels are close by. It's that, surrender their concerns so that so a miracle can happen. And I think for some of them, when they surrender, they're gonna see a way out of their situations, so out of the cycle, that's gonna benefit everyone. So Archangel Michael, though, one of the angels guiding them, helping them to release fears at this time. We're having lightning. I thought it was heat lightning, but there's a little storm rolling in. So power coming in, lots of lightning. I love it. Hilaron, divine healing. So this is honoring your sensitivity, retreating to reach. They're being guided to honor their sensitivity, because remember, you and your person have, your twins, you have the same gifts. And so if you're an empath, they're an empath. And you can bet if you're feeling this energy that's coming in, they're feeling it. So they're being guided to retreat and recharge their batteries and connect with themselves to heal. And it's, they're being taught that they have gifts too, that they have gifts to help others as well. But they have to recharge. They have to put on their own, like on a plane, you have to put on your own mask first. They're learning about this, that they have to set boundaries. They have to put on their own mask, fill up their own cup, recharge themselves first before they can actually help someone else. And so, so this is divine healing happening right now. And your light for your person really helps them move forward out of the darkness. And so those are the messages I have. I hope this helps. And if you'd like a personal reading, you can email me at tch4tomorrow@gmail.com. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Namaste.